Imagine this. You're up by 3 touchdowns. The clock is your friend. Victory champagne is practically on ice. And then you see number 12 on the sideline with that look. You know the one, like he's about to personally ruin your entire week. For 20 years, NFL defenses experienced this nightmare on repeat. Tom Brady didn't just win games, he broke spirits, destroyed confidence, and turned certain victories into therapy sessions. The man treated fourth-quarter deficits like personal challenges, as if trailing situations existed just to watch him work. Today, we're counting down 6 times. Tom Brady looked defeat dead in the eye, laughed, and then proceeded to absolutely obliterate his opponent's hopes. From his early career proving grounds to his twilight years, Brady turned the impossible into his personal highlight reel. Let's relive the moments that made defensive coordinators wake up in cold sweats. This is the art of the impossible, Tom Brady edition. Number 6. The homecoming nobody saw coming. September 14th, 2009, Patriots vs. Bills. September 2008, Tom Brady's knee explodes in Week 1. His entire season evaporates. He's 32 years old, and the sports media immediately fires up. Is he done? Will he ever be the same? Fast forward to September 2009. Brady's back, and the Bills drew the short straw for his return game. For 3.5 quarters, it looked like maybe the doubters had a point. Buffalo grabbed a 24-13 lead with just 5.5 minutes remaining. Fatal mistake. Brady immediately led an 81-yard touchdown drive, hitting Benjamin Watson to cut it to 24-19. Still a 2-possession game. Then Leotis McKelvin made one of the worst decisions in Buffalo Bills history, which is really saying something. Instead of taking a knee on the kickoff, McKelvin ran it out, got demolished, and fumbled. The Patriots recovered at Buffalo's 31-yard line. Brady needed just a few plays to hit Watson again for the game-winning touchdown. Final score, 25-24. Brady finished with 378 yards and 2 clutch fourth-quarter touchdowns in his first game back from a potentially career-ending injury. The message to the NFL was crystal clear. Rumors of his demise were laughable. The king had returned, and he was still very much interested in destroying your hopes. Number 5. The Chicago Heist. November 10th, 2002, Patriots at Bears. It's 2002. The Patriots had just won their first Super Bowl, but they weren't yet the dynasty we know today. At 4-4 and coming off a home loss to Brett Favre, New England needed a statement win. They were not making that statement for most of this game. The Bears defense picked Brady off, forced fumbles, and made life miserable. With 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Patriots trailed 30-19. The game felt over. The comeback narrative hadn't been written yet. Then Brady decided to add another chapter. He hit Kevin Falk for a 36-yard touchdown. 30-25. The Patriots forced a quick 3-and-out, and Brady got the ball back with 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. No timeouts, no margin for error. He drove down the field with surgical precision and threw a perfect strike to David Patton in the end zone with 21 seconds left. Patriots win 33-30. In 5 minutes, Brady erased an 11-point deficit against a defense that had dominated him all game. This wasn't prime veteran 5 rings Brady. This was early career Brady announcing to the league that the fourth quarter belonged to him. The kind of clutch you can't teach, can't coach, and can't stop. Number 4. Revenge served ice cold. November 24th, 2013. Patriots vs. Broncos. Brady vs. Manning. Sunday Night Football under the Foxborough lights. Late November. And for one half, it looked like Peyton Manning was about to embarrass Tom Brady on national television. The Broncos came in 9-1 with the highest scoring offense in NFL history. Everything went wrong immediately for New England. Stephen Ridley fumbles, Broncos scoop and score. Von Miller strip sacks Brady. LeGarrette Blount coughs it up. Before you could finish your first beer, it was 24-0 Denver. Belichick looked like he was contemplating crimes. Brady sat on the bench looking defeated. But here's the thing about playing in Foxborough with a big lead. You're never safe. The second half started and someone flipped a switch. Brady hit Julian Edelman for a touchdown. 24-7. Defense forced a fumble. Brady drove for another score. 24-14. Quick touchdown to Gronk. 24-21. Then Edelman again. 28-24 Patriots. In 13 minutes of game time, the Patriots erased a 24-point deficit, the largest comeback in franchise history. Foxborough went from funeral to mosh pit in less than 1 quarter. Manning tied it 31-31, sending it to overtime. With 3 minutes left in OT, the football gods delivered chaos. A Patriots punt hit a Denver player in the leg. New England recovered in the red zone. Steven Gostkowski nailed a 31-yard field goal. Patriots win 34-31. Brady improved to 10-4 all-time against Manning. The comeback was complete, and it didn't even require a heroic final drive, just a punt and a little chaos. Number 3. The Monday Night Miracle in New Orleans. December 5th, 2022. Buccaneers at Saints. At 45 years old, most people are thinking about retirement. Tom Brady was busy breaking records. The Saints had become Brady's kryptonite in Tampa. For 57 minutes of this Monday Night Football game, it looked like the trend would continue. The Saints led 16-3 with 5 minutes left. This was a field goal festival. Brady couldn't get anything going. Stalled drives, turnovers. Down 13 points with 5 minutes remaining against a team that had embarrassed him for 2 years, Brady started thinking about history. He led a 91-yard touchdown drive in less than 2 minutes, hitting Cade Otton to make it 16-10. The Bucs defense forced a quick stop. Brady got the ball back with just over a minute left. He drove down the field like he'd done it 1,000 times before. With 3 seconds left, Brady found Rachaad White in the end zone for the game winner. Buccaneers 17, Saints 16. This was Brady's 44th career fourth-quarter comeback, breaking Peyton Manning's record of 43. At 45 years old in his final season, Brady proved that age was just a number. Even at 45, he remained the most dangerous player in football when the game was on the line. Number 2. Buffalo's nightmare on repeat. September 30th, 2012. Patriots versus Bills. By 2012, Bills fans knew the drill. Playing the Patriots meant pain. But Buffalo had actually beaten the Pats in 2011, snapping a 15-game losing streak. Maybe the curse was broken. Narrator, the curse was not broken. The Bills jumped to a 21-7 lead in the third quarter at home. Ryan Fitzpatrick was slinging touchdowns. The Patriots' offense looked lost. Buffalo fans were allowing themselves to dream. Then Tom Brady decided he'd seen enough. What happened next was an avalanche. 6 straight Patriots touchdown drives. Gronk scored. Brandon Bolden scored. Danny Woodhead scored. Stephen Ridley scored. Brady himself ran one in just to rub salt in the wound. New England scored 45 points in the second half alone. Final score, 52-28. A 21-point lead evaporated into a 24-point blowout in roughly 20 minutes. Buffalo committed 6 turnovers. Brady finished with 340 yards and 4 total touchdowns. The Patriots racked up 580 yards of total offense. This wasn't just a comeback, it was a war crime disguised as a football game. The Bills went from dreaming of a statement win to needing therapy. This game perfectly encapsulated the Brady era. Never safe, never over, never underestimate number 12. Buffalo had the lead, the momentum, the home crowd. None of it mattered. Number 1. The one that defined everything. February 5th, 2017. Super Bowl LI, Patriots versus Falcons. 28-3. 2 numbers that will haunt Atlanta forever and define Tom Brady's legacy for eternity. The greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. The moment that erased any doubt about who the GOAT was. The Atlanta Falcons came into this Super Bowl with one of the most explosive offenses in NFL history. Matt Ryan was the MVP. Julio Jones was unstoppable. And for 2.5 quarters, they destroyed the Patriots. Robert Alford took a Brady pass 82 yards for a pick 6. By the third quarter, Atlanta led 28-3. The game was historically over. No team had ever come back from more than 10 points down in Super Bowl history. Brady looked defeated. The win probability for Atlanta hit 99.6%. And then the greatest quarterback in NFL history decided that 0.4% was all he needed. James White scored to make it 28-9. Then Brady hit Danny Amendola for a touchdown and the 2-point conversion. 28-20. Still down 8 with 5 minutes left. Here's where it gets heartbreaking for Atlanta. With 4 minutes left, the Falcons just needed a field goal. They were at the New England 23 after Julio Jones made an insane sideline catch. A simple run and chip shot field goal would have won the Super Bowl. Then a sack. Then a holding penalty. Suddenly, Atlanta punted. Brady got the ball at his own 9-yard line with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, down 8 points. He drove 91 yards. James White punched it in. Brady hit Amendola for the 2-point conversion, 28-28. Overtime, the first in Super Bowl history. New England won the coin toss. Brady marched down the field on autopilot. White bulldozed into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown. Patriots 34, Falcons 28. The greatest Super Bowl comeback ever. Brady's 5th ring. His 4th Super Bowl MVP. GOAT status confirmed. Atlanta held a 99.6% win probability. Brady saw that 0.4% and grabbed it. The Falcons have never recovered, and Tom Brady cemented himself as the greatest winner in sports history. This wasn't just a comeback, it was a coronation. 6 games, 6 impossible situations. 6 times Tom Brady looked at defeat and said, "Not today." These moments aren't just about statistics, they're about mentality. The refusal to quit when logic says you should. The ability to perform when pressure would crush normal humans. The unshakable belief that the game isn't over until you decide it's over. Brady's career taught us one fundamental truth: preparation, composure, and an almost psychotic confidence can overcome mathematics itself. Whether he was 25 or 45, if you left him time and a chance, you were going to lose. So which comeback was your favorite? The Super Bowl miracle? The frozen Broncos rally? That time he made the Bills question their existence. Twice? Drop your pick in the comments. If you enjoyed this trip through the greatest clutch performances in NFL history, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We've got more legendary sports moments and epic breakdowns coming your way. Because just like Brady in the fourth quarter, we're just getting started. Thanks for watching, and remember, it's never over until number 12 says it's over.